So we're back at the 2013 Black Readers Rock Weekend. My name is B. Swangin Webster. I now have Mr. Harold Fisher.
Mhm.
Some of you may know his deep, gorgeous voice
Thank you.
from WHUR, but he is also an author. So tell us about your book.
Oh, here's the book. It is my first book. It's 2 weeks until the rest of my life. I actually published back in 2010. And before you get started, if you're interested in looking at it, you can find it at haroldtfisher.com. This is a romance novel.
Mhm.
I always tell people that this book is like loving like you've lost your freaking mind.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And it's a story about an older woman and a younger man.
Hmm.
And she's from Washington, he's from New Orleans.
Hmm.
She is sent to New Orleans at the last minute for a conference, a really long conference.
Hmm.
Not really 2 weeks, but more than a week.
Okay.
And immediately upon arriving in New Orleans, she meets this man. He is the manager of an upscale lingerie boutique.
Oh, okay.
And immediately upon meeting him, it's love at first sight.
So this is not. I remember asking you when you first told me about it. This is not a cougar
No,
story.
this is a love story.
Hmm.
I personally define the cougar phenomenon as a woman, an older woman who openly seeks out younger men.
Hmm.
This character did not.
Okay.
She did not. It was
Hmm.
happenstance. So
And what's the age difference? What is the age difference
in the
between your two
book,
characters?
she's 34,
Hmm.
35. He's early 20s, about
Oh,
22 or 23.
okay. Wow. Ooh, well,
Hmm.
okay. And see, and in today's terms, they would look at her like, oh wow, she's found herself a younger man. She,
Hmm.
either it's cougar or happenstance, and in your case, it's happenstance, and romance develops. But those same people will look at that man and be like, what is he with her for?
Right, exactly.
So is it when you wrote it and doing, going out on book tours and things like that, did you run into that? Did you run into she was just a cougar and that's what you wrote about, and he was just looking for someone older to quote unquote take care of him?
No, because neither one of them were looking for anything,
Mhm.
and that's the whole premise. Is that she was telling her best friend, her name is Denise, by the way, Denise
Mhm.
Younger. She was telling her best friend Sandra
Ooh, okay.
that yeah, Sandra. There you go.
Okay.
That she's going to work
Mhm.
and she's going to get through this conference, and that's all she wrote. And she's going to come home and keep it moving.
Mhm.
And immediately, like I said before, as soon as she arrived and went to this boutique, which is in the Garden District of New Orleans,
Mhm.
which, for those who don't know, if you ever have a chance to go to New Orleans, please make sure you tour the Garden District. Absolutely exquisite place, great uh, sightseeing,
Mhm.
mansions, and the like. Just it's wonderful.
Mhm.
So that's really the story, and I think the readers recognize that right
Mhm.
away.
And so why did you choose to write a romantic book?
I'm a romantic.
Okay. Okay.
That's the short answer, and I I just thought it was a great story. Certainly, for those who have heard me speak before, when they asked where the inspiration was, this was a dream. This was something that I dreamt. So it wasn't so much something that I made up or
Mhm.
sat down to construct.
Mhm.
It was something that came to me in a dream, and then I sat down and began to write it. And actually, it began as an epic poem.
Okay.
And then, literally within hours while I
Mhm.
was writing it,
Mhm.
it began to take the shape of a novel.
Hmm. So in the dream, you said you dreamt it. So
Hmm.
was this something that you wanted to do, or it was just like something that just it was one of those dreams that just happened, and you was like, I wonder
Oh,
what
it
that
just
is.
happened. Yeah. Well, I guess it was. I wondered what it was,
Hmm.
but I didn't want to let it get away. And
Okay.
so when I woke up, and it was around, about 1:30 in the morning, I got
Hmm.
up and proceeded to write it
Wow. Okay.
freehand.
Okay. So how long did it take you to write it?
That's an interesting question. It took years. I actually started writing it around 1992,
Hmm.
but then I stopped because life
Hmm.
happens. And I came back to it in 2001,
Hmm.
stopped again, and finally finished it around 2010. 7,
Okay.
and went through the whole publishing process.
Hmm.
Little difficult, and decided to publish it on my own.
Okay.
So,
So is this book going to be a series, or are these two characters one and done? Are they done?
right now they're one and
Okay.
done, but it's funny. My readers keep asking for
Mhm.
more,
Mhm.
Considering how it ends.
Okay.
But, and I'm not going to tell you how
Oh,
it
no
ends.
spoiler
Yeah.
here. No spoilers.
But I've considered it, but I'm working on something else which
Mhm.
I'm really interested in.
Okay.
And if I were to write a sequel, it'll be a while.
Okay. So tell us where we can find your magnificent book.
Well, obviously, you can find it on Amazon. It is on Kindle,
Mhm.
by the way, for those of you like that. And those of you who prefer to feel something
Mhm.
in your hands,
Mhm.
uh, you can also find it on Amazon. Or again, you can order directly from me at haroldtfisher.com. If I get an email from you and you've ordered it, I will sign it and I will send it to you straight away.
Oh, wow. Okay. So there you have it, people. The voice behind the Daily Drum on WHUR is also an author, and you should actually go pick up this book. I'm getting mine today, so mine will be signed, and since I got them right here. So,
Mhm.
thank you for stopping by.
Thank you. Appreciate it.